I've learned never to stand behind me. Right, make sure you see me, not just the top of my head, like I'm, decapitated or something. But well, thank you so much for this honor, this opportunity. I remember when Margaret Anderson got the Tower Award. I thought that is so cool, for her getting that award. Now I'm part of the cool kids. I appreciate that. I appreciate being part of you two, the cool kids there. So now it's generational, which is great. I did not go to Perez. And matter of fact, you mentioned graduating from here in 1996. I have an intern with me this summer, and he asked me yesterday, when did you become a judge? And I said in 1996, and he said, I was 5. And I said, who asked you? Anyway, but even though I didn't go to Perez, it's interesting how your life is, because sometimes you end up sort of still being connected. Because I'm a graduate of Central High School here in Louisville, but from the age of about 12 to 17, almost every Saturday, I took guitar lessons at Shackleton's down on 4th Street between Broadway and Chestnut. And I came on the Oak Street bus, got on the 4th Street bus. I always would go by Perez. Sometimes I would walk back, and when I got this far, I thought I'm almost at my bus stop, so I'm pretty happy. So I always was looking for Perez as the landmark. Later, my mother obtained her master's degree from Spalding, so we were at Spalding and around here by Perez. Several years ago, I was asked to speak to a class of young women at Perez. So I thought, it's one of those places that even though I really was not a part of the community, I felt kind of attached to the community. And when I think about where I was in high school or younger, and what my career goals were then, I want to tell you first, I have failed so many times along the way. It's just like mind-boggling. And each time I failed, I thought, this cannot be the way this is supposed to go. But my first career goal was to be a bus driver. I was not successful at being a bus driver. And now that I'm too old to be a bus driver, but that's okay. I can survive the disappointment now. I have been very fortunate in my career in that I've tried a lot of different things with my law degree. And part of that actually arose out of another failure, is that I hated law school. Absolutely hated almost every minute of law school. I just continued because I decided that they weren't going to make me quit. But I really didn't like it. But because I didn't like it, when I graduated, I had to decide why law was important. Why did I go through all this stuff for something I obviously at that point pretty much despised? And so that started me on a journey of exploration, frankly, and trying a lot of different things in law. And at several points, I finally understood that law sometimes is the thing that keeps people from falling off the cliff. And I learned it especially when I was at Legal Aid, and we were working with a population that was indigent. If the lawyers didn't show, people were out of their homes. If the lawyer didn't show, their wages were garnished. If the lawyer didn't show, they were victims of domestic violence with no escape, legal escape. So all those things began to make me understand why law was important, and then why I began to think, this is not so bad. I'm now kind of at a point where I love what I'm doing. And what I learned, and lawyers come off, well, first of all, you can never get a straight answer from a lawyer. There's a reason for that. It's because the answer always is, it depends. So, but, the law always looks as if it's very logical and very kind of like this, you do this, this, and this. And there is some truth to that. But as the jurist Oliver Wendell Holmes said, the life of the law is not logic, it's experience. And that's why it's so important for individuals to have experiences that are meaningful, that they have opportunities to develop their character, because character is the basis as to how this all turns out. I found that there are always people smarter than you are, There are always people who can do certain things better than you do, but there are certain things that you have that are very important and can make a difference. And character is one, and preparation is the other. And we were talking actually yesterday at work about luck. And, you know, often women will say when they do something, they will say they were lucky. And I will say, with all due respect to men, they almost never say that. It's not just that they're lucky, you know. But I remember a definition of luck that was, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So it's not happenstance. When you're ready, then sometimes that door does open to you. But as others have said, a lot of times to get to some level of success, whatever that is for you, you have a lot of failures along the way. And so I was asked the other week, what is the most important thing that you learned through your struggles? And I said, almost everything, because that really is sort of how you develop. So it is my honor to actually get in the press now instead of just walking past it or riding past it. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for this honor, and I look forward to October.